And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. Now, look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Daniel Gafford, Anthony Edwards out there with Doncic. Then there's Wagner. And it's Prosper in at the 4 spot. And for the Trailblazers, at the guard positions, Henderson and Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Burks in at the power forward. It's good. And game 1 of the NBA season, Greg, is here. Does everyone get butterflies, or is it just me?
No, I'm right there with you, partner. The anticipation has been brewing for months. Nothing like opening night.
Good pass from the 2-guard Sharp. Solid at finding his open man.
Dallas moving it around. Here's Edwards. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Henderson kicks to Ayton. Burks on the wing. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now, here's Wagner. Pass to Prosper. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Trailblazers. Here's Sharp, and it's blocked. Passes to Burks. Three-pointer. Trains the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. HEAU went to back-to-back conference finals with Portland. What's it like playing here?
I mean, this building is as loud as any in the NBA. The fans are tremendous, very loyal. I really enjoyed my time here in Rip City.
Henderson inside the three-point line. Rebounded by Gafford.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. All free throws good from Doncic.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Oh, here's Edwards. No good on the 3. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Down low, Gafford laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The feed to Ayton. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Here's Doncic, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop.
2 minutes.
And the basket by Prosper.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Well, you look at Doncic, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Jaden McDaniels. Same can be said about him. This is another guy who can defend so very well. Such quick reflexes.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
Now, here's Hardy. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
Three-pointer, Simon. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And the foul called on P.J. Washington.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Williams finds Scott. And Simon's wide open. He'll fire.
And their three-point shot is just off the mark to start the game. And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Three-pointer, Simons. Again, Simons missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Three-pointers really haven't been a problem for Sharp since he's entered the NBA. Percentage is looking solid.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and it's Washington missing. Portland trailing here. Here's Scott. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Washington passes to Hardy. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
To the wing right side. Grant gets a wide open look. Here's Walker. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Trailblazers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Anthony Edwards. Daniel Gafford is out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Griffin in at the 3 spot. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. You know, Brent, I've got to ask, now that the age of college basketball dynasties is more or less over, do you miss it?
Yeah, I don't know so much if I've ever thought about it, Kevin, as dynasties, just so much as powerhouse teams that every year you see we're competing at the highest level in the NCAA tournament. So, not really. I love the open competition, and I love that players have a choice now to where it is that they can control where they're going to make the biggest contributions collegiately.
And here are the Trailblazers now after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Henderson against Doncic from the baseline. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. The 3 for Doncic. Walker with the rebound. And for Portland, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Henderson. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Simons grew up under the tutelage of his father, whose workout regimen sometimes left his son in tears. Anthony said, "I didn't get real joy from working out until middle school. By high school, it was just a normal day. It was so ingrained into me, working out extra and getting up as many shots as possible." Kevin?
Well, it brought him here, David. Thank you so much for the story. Now, a timeout called by Portland.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Scotty's checked in for Walker.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Now, here's Wagner. Still without a basket. The 19-foot shot. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Mavericks leading. Going inside. Offensive rebound. The Trailblazers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. To the left wing. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
Here's Ayton. And just miss after miss right now. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Edwards. The layup missed. Anderson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Great D that time from Edwards.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardy comes in for Wagner. Now, here's Simon. No scoring in this one. And Williams with the stuff.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Over to the left wing. Edwards looking it over. Shoots the 3. Sinks the triple.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
A nice shot by Simons.
They gave up a 3 at the other end. That's Simon's response.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Grant against Edwards. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Inside, Simons. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Walker's checked in for Scott.
Shooting for Dallas.
All free throws good from Doncic. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Simons, the pass to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Great decision by Simons. He's got the reputation of a score-first guard. He can dish it.
To the middle. Here's Washington. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Washington. Edwards kicks to Gafford. And here is Doncic. Second chance shot. Finds it again. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight he's really turned it around. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside. That could open up the perimeter for them in the second half, with the D worried about the post game.
Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and their opponent is taking advantage.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
At the guard positions, Henderson and Sharp. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Burks in at the 4. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. Prosper misses.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Henderson, the putback. It's good on the putback.
If Ayton can get in that kind of position, he can be a bully on the inside.
Pulls it from the elbow. Gafford passes to Wagner. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And it's Sharp missing.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Hey, Brent, when you look at Shaedon Sharp, he has shown flashes of being a great offensive player, hasn't he?
Well, he's got all the tools, Kevin, to be a superstar. His development is going to take some time. Essentially went from high school straight to the NBA after redshirting 1 year in college and not playing 1 minute.
Henderson finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Henderson's got 6 points.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. The Trailblazers in second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Here's Prosper. Wagner, right side. To the paint. It's tipped. It's blocked. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good off the back of the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. For the lead, Ayton, great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Feeds it to McDaniels.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton. Good season for him last year. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. He hits the second from the line. For Portland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Here's Saramago. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
The pass to Sharp. Takes it inside. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Walker comes in for Burks. Grant, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Simons in for Scoot Henderson. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Wagner. Here's Washington, and then Washington with the dunk.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Now, here's Simon. He's guarded closely. No dice from 9 feet out.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Pass to Washington. Now here's Hardy. Still scoreless. Just 5 on the clock. Williams with the block.
Well, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Here's Saramago. A kick out to Simons. And another shot. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williams.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Passes it to Joe. To the inside. Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Trailblazers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. No one covered. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Simons right now just assertive and confident in his offensive game.
Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
It could go. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Mavericks ahead, up by 1. And time for the short break. And stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Get out of your seat.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Wagner, Washington out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
It's Henderson on the wing. No good from 11 feet. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Edwards. And then Washington with the dunk.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Mavericks making the shot. It's blocked. Here is Edwards. The rebound by Sharp. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number 1. Everything else comes after that.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Portland.
Substitution on the court.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thanks, David. And here are the Mavericks now. Trailblazers knocking down the trip. Edwards can't hit.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Count that one. It's all knotted up.
Plenty of flashiness to his game as Sharp can tie you up with his handle.
Here's Edwards. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Henderson. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
It's on Luka Doncic. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there. They've had active hands. They've been in great position. They've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Edwards. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now, here's Sharp. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 8 rebounds in this game.
2 minutes in the game.
Dallas moving it around. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days. After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Now, here's Sharp. Yep, that one goes.
The slash there from Sharp, so difficult to stop.
The Mavericks trail. Here's Edwards. Pass to Gafford. The feed to Edwards. Fires the three. A shot. No good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Ayton. And he banks in the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Ogner passes to Gafford. Money!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now, here's Sean. Trying to find Henderson, gets it to him. And the rejection by Gafford. Ayton. It's in!
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Wagner. Come!
He just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Edwards. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
And here are the Mavericks now. Lets it go with a three. Leases one from 3.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 2. There's 21 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Is what's your take?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
Now, here's Sharp. Edwards defending. Fires for 3. Buries the triple.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 1. You've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Oh, boy. A massive trip to the line here for one Shaedon Sharpe. Let's see if he delivers. That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Henderson. From downtown. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Portland ball. Trailblazers timeout.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Diego. All these dumb songs go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters when you just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Right in love with the fettuccine, ain't both that, can't talk twice. Thought they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these dumb songs go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters when you just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Saints coming up next.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, it's... Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hopkins the man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that run play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st down, here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 48 yards. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Boy, shifts past him. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, But didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Holding offense. What's the deal, y'all?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Stroud looking to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Saints are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he's...
Texans football to start quarter 2. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Robinson will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. First throw now for the backup Carr. He finds his man Johnson.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Toward the sideline, intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Stroud, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Carr to throw on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Stroud. Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brandon Ayuk up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of run away from it. If they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. The Carr's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. That is his 951st NFL reception. So 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because Andre Reed caught the ball any part of the field and specialized in traffic, similar to what we've seen throughout his career as well. Does not mind going across the middle and making big-time catches.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
In motion left goes Cooks. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Carr to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back and forth. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba from 8 yards out. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Carr now on first down. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Kamara up the middle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about it.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Robinson. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 10. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Connecting with Johnson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's complete. Kamara.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackler, defense.
The chart. Protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Houston set to take over. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Legends on 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Please, please don't. Go there with me. Change in the meter, double part looking like Bane in the beater. Her friend keep helping detangle the weave. When they jumped in the front seat to play with the speakers, leather my plans, stretch on my bands, plus when I stop on my customize bands, plus like brush like plus I got 'em up plus size Panamera truck. I hop out the roof, yeah, dime on my left wrist and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust down my dad face, your chain is a neck. Go there, please, please don't go there. Go there with me. Left wrist go there, right wrist go there, necklace go there, sis go there, this don't go there. Me. Alright, they hit my designer for sneaks, double dip mine in the bleach. I'm block over short, I'm popping down Miami Beach. Pull up like LeBron with the heat. I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit. Beach at my mom, but I can't see me walking there. I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charger there. I call up Cohen, Brianna, been parking their top box seats. I'm watching Archer, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat, I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strip is like tight. Legends on 3, 2, 1. Oh, you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's lonely at the top, but I'm biased because I'm only at the top. But you tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth for what it's worth. I could buy it. We'll say it's only at the top, but I'm biased. Listen. Go there, please, please don't go there. Go there with me. Left wrist go there, right
whispers, go there, necklace, go there, sis, go there, this thing, go there, go there, go there, go there, go there, go there, me, yeah.
Don't get the darker, the feds on it. Don't get the darker, the feds on it.
Point 'em out, 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 point 'em out. Watch 'em panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spend it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a 2 to 3.
EA Sports.
We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Cardinals' return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes. So it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are 2 conferences that pride themselves on that.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in the coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They're bringing heat. Makes the grab. It's McClain. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Using his legs to buy some time. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinal. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
They go to the ground. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Illinois right back to the line. From the gun on 3rd down. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field.
Number 31 on to kick it away.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. With the catch, it's Brown. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Illinois lining up quickly. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to him. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Here on 3rd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisville! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the nick.
He's loose. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Tempo and overdrive. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Illinois right back to the line. Quick completion to the right. Stopped after making the catch. Now on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll do it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illini. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He now has 91 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Makes the grab. It's Hughes. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back.
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a catch and run for 6. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
28, Illinois, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Got the back over the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They want to get this defense on its heels. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to him. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Dixon. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. Line gets set, first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Starting to feel a little pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
Illinois, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, How nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Cardinals will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then explore them.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The sure hands, it's Hughes. Oh, what a move to get room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Cardinals are on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. Touchdown Cardinals! And the pummeling has started.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's got his man. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down.
29 Phil, check.
He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Fights off a defender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And there was lots of space as he gets into the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's the give off the left side. Oh, what a move. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Illinois.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking for space. It's Ashby. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the touchdown, Louisville! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
16.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
He's looking for a man on second down. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quick completion on the out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Second down coming up. Looking to throw it again. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. He'll start this drive firing. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Firing to the right, complete. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll go to the air. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Illini.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. A first down for the offense. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
sports. It's in the game.
That's how I be happening. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get cracking, put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother near. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it down for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In the dirty apartments. Stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like New Orleans. Real shining. Like Magnolia. Yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it. Where they at? Get it. Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling, code 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on up, make it. Buy a trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran. Gotta watch for the cameras before you get freaky. Can't with no random these. The sneaky if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one day, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at? Get it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like New Orleans, real shine. Like the Magnolia, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Get it, where they at?
I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's complicated. She's like I just wanna be sedated all night long. I met a girl and she needs to be. I'm just a mess, so I guess that it's
It's week 1 of the NFL, where we'll see 2 of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the Eagles on Thursday night.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. No, today before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have 2 of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about. But these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw to get us started. Chased out to his right. That's complete to Sam Laporta. It's a race down the right side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. 1 play from scrimmage, 1 touchdown, and 1 massive statement sent across the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Fox now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. He's running for it. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the 2, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Lions will go on offense. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Shotgun snap to Daniels. On the move, headed right. He can run it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Another try following the sack. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Lions making the call for their field goal unit. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for it.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their 2nd drive. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by Jack Campbell. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And they're gonna bring him down just on the other side of midfield. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached... Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Bails out of the pocket quick. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
They're running the option, short side. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, here's Hurts. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal gain. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Gibbs now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Daniels to throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw, here's Daniels. He finds Laporta, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 16. Rolling out to his left. Caught near the pylon. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Fights off the... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. The Eagles are in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. Daniels on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Trying to work quickly now. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Throwing it just before halftime. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Then later, they'll let the humidity die down just a bit in Jacksonville. A late start, where it'll be the Jaguars taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that,
we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
On first down, Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Escaped. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now they're whistling for timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. He's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
The Lions back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 31. Flushed out of the pocket. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. First down, ball at the 36. To throw, Daniels. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he gets him around 6 there. Zach Bond with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. St. Brown there to bring it in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Daniels now. Finds Laporta. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he drives this forward to the 6. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways.
Still 1st down.
Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's 2nd and goal. Now try Gibbs again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Lions can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Jayden Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. First down throwing for Hurts. Bails out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And what a play! He gets there to lay a massive hit and stop him after that catch. It's going to be 4th down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's called to Davis. And the Lions take over. Not an interception by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another one for Gibbs. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Gibbs runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions stretch the lead to 23. Fox now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Able to get it to Barkley. Breaks free in the center of the field. Saquon Barkley. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. He's throwing for it. Vacates quickly left side. And he reaches the end zone on that two-point try, Brock. This is going to cut it to a two-score game now, down 15. Ooh, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to confirm that two-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Gibbs on the carry. He gets the first and more inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they're no doubt happy to get their season off on the right track and claim the first victory of this new campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Philadelphia.
You talking about? There's no something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. So on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. Bands everywhere, scraping at my feet, hey, what the ones aggressively, don't touch my slip up, oh, you awoke the wrong bell. My worth 80,000 now she can't get up on your flight mileage over 80,000 years, can't amount to my pockets. It is what it is, don't like to do no talk. Be tripping up in here, these in my garments. All through the crib, I stroll with no lights on. Feel like Gotham up in here, but joke with me, I get you. I ain't never feeling scared, I don't condone. At least my stay with me, that won't leave me alone. On my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just even when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. So on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just even when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. Filled with ignorance, can't control my belligerence. Save your 2 cents for have your mural on the fence. Western silverbacks and it moving vigilant around. I'm playing billiards, don't associate with rats. I'm not Willard, I don't never tip or tat. Either leave them loner, I'm dancing. Still won't spill them, don't question me like who that, I'm that. Turn your TV on and you'll get the bigger picture. I ain't even trying to clown, too bad I'm that. Shine and turn the world around, half these can't flicker. 2 on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal. 2 on my hip, this feel like it's law and order. You know I stay lit, I just demon when I slide, I can't pull up in nothing normal. Talking pants, I drop 9 on this trip, dressing formal.